human side of everybody's story, you know, and it's just whether or not as we go throughout life we can still hold on to the things that sort of made us who we were growing up, you know, and once you become who you're trying to be, whether or not you can still hold on to your roots. And I want to tie that to another quote I read. So as you said those were your worst years, you also talked about how in your early 20s you were in a car dealership and you saw an old lady crying. And I just kind of wondered if you could just tell us those two stories.
Well, from 9 to 17, I was a medium-level juvenile delinquent. You know, my humor was not appreciated in the school districts. I was always in trouble, didn't have a lot of self-confidence, was always told by peers that I would never amount to anything. So I started believing it. And as I told the story before, it was the geeks that made me realize that I wasn't as dumb as people thought I was. Because when they brought that big computer in, I was like, I'll never get this. Just telling you that right now. So when my coach was like, okay, you want to play, you got to pass it. So when I started hanging out with them guys, I started realizing that you know what, I'm not dumb. Not a genius, but I'm not dumb. I'm right there in the middle. You know, if I brought a report card home and I had a full of C's, it was a great day at my house. Oh my God, you got C's, we love you. So then I just started believing in education. And then, you know, one day my father took me to a basketball game and we watched Dr. J play, and he was my idol. And I was like, you know what? That's what I want to be when I grow up. And that's when the no pass, no play rule was really, really effective. So now I was like, okay, now I gotta start doing it. And you know, I wish they would have had all that stuff they had now back then, because I would have been valedictorian. Like the stuff I had to do to find the Cliff Notes back in the day. I felt like Bond. I had to get the Cliff Notes. So I mean, it's like, so you know, a lot of education, stress. You know, my parents, they really, really stressed education, so I just wanted to educate myself. And as far as getting my master's and my doctorate, you know, when I was young and still sort of a medium juvenile.
Wait, hold on. Did you guys hear that? MBA, doctorate. Round of applause, please.